Hey everybody, what's happening? No pre-gym chat on the way here today. It was a little bit of a rush, had some errands on the way here, but I got my carbohydrates in, got some rice and fish on the menu today, and now we have chest day. So I'm really excited about chest day because it's been about a week since I hit chest. So I should be feeling pretty strong today, ready to lift hard and get a good workout in. Let's get it. Let's hit a nice warm up real quick. I'm a firm believer that you don't really need to do warm-up exercises. I mean, I like doing some TRX and things like that, but I feel like the movement you're gonna do first, start really light, get a really good stretch at the bottom of the movement, control it, make sure you're kind of just thinking about all the different points. Like I'm trying to drop my shoulders, back it down, and a big stretch into my chest, and I'm holding down at the bottom, and this is a weight. Obviously, I can walk you guys through and talk to you guys while I'm doing it. So it's a manageable weight, really good to warm up. And you can slowly start going heavier and heavier. But I don't feel like you need to do a bunch of little accessory stuff to warm up. If what you're warming up for is dumbbells, bust it up. First few warm-up sets, I'm gonna move on to some heavier weight. I don't like moving a whole lot of weight with dumbbells, like keeping it more like the 10 rep range. I don't even know if I'll go up to 90s today. I think I'm capable of pressing, well into the hundreds on dumbbells, but I just don't see the risk versus the reward on this because there's a lot of movement going on and I don't want to slip a shoulder or something like that. So probably gonna keep things light, push a little bit heavier whenever we get onto like the Smith machine and cable flies and things like that, where I feel like it's a little safer to push to the point of fatigue. So we'll see how these next few sets go because I might be filling on one today and I want to go heavy, so we'll see. We've been blasting the heater in the truck on the way to weightlifting. It's made me warm up like 3 times as fast. This is a different Smith machine than what I'm used to. Typically we use the one at crunch. It kind of moves this way and it just kind of stays locked in side to side, so it's pretty nice. I don't know if I'm gonna like this because it's locked in the same line, but it's easier to film here than it is crunch. I'm gonna hit like a narrow grip press on this, incline press. Gotta work a little bit more upper chest and front delt, but really kind of firing those triceps because we'll move to heavy chest flies after this on the cables, and then we'll finish with skull crushers, I think. So we'll hit like a good little push with some tries. So get some weight on the bar and we'll get to it. To be honest, it's not as bad as I thought. I thought that I would really hate the fact that it doesn't move, but it kind of is at like an angle, the Smith machine. So it's able to kind of drop it as it goes closer to my chest and then kind of go a little bit more overhead as it goes to the top, which is not bad. I just need to get more weight on the bar. This thing feels a lot lighter than the other Smith machine. Went down a little bit. That was a little too heavy. I'm trying to keep it more like 8 to 12 rep range. I feel like that's like the happy medium for me of like not putting too much weight on the bar where I get like some tendonitis or some pain, because especially with my rowing movements, I get a lot of tendonitis in my elbows through like just years of injuries in jiu-jitsu. Like I used to be a gi lasso guard player, which kind of ruined my elbows and getting arm barred over the years. So I got a lot of little tendonitis that I deal with when I lift really heavy for lower rep ranges. So I try to stay out of that 5 rep range. So we backed it down. I'm gonna go a little lighter on this one. Shoot for that 8 to 12. I think that will be my happy medium.
Before that, I was hiring manager.
Ate pretty clean. Partial on the last one, not bad. That's kind of where I'm looking for. I've been training a lot of partials actually lately. At the end of my sets, I'll just kind of knock out as many partials as I can. You can't really do that with this unless you have someone kind of helping and lifting it for you. But especially on like rows and things, been nailing a lot of partials as long as I'm not compensating and my form's breaking down. It's been fun. It's been fun. All right, I'm just gonna see how heavy this is to start. Kind of take every first set of each exercise, even if I'm warm, pretty light, just to gauge the machine, because sometimes I'm not using the same machine I'm used to. And then I think it's just good to get used to the movement, kind of feel where you're at. That way you kind of lower the risk of injury just a tad bit, but I can already tell this is gonna be way too light actually, but yeah, way too light. Not even worth doing. Wish these arms weren't as long, to be honest. So it was much shorter, but okay. Let's see here. This is also still pretty light. Yeah, I'm kind of annoyed with how wide these things are. I mean, I can push them closer together, but then I'm like way out here. I don't know, I think it's not a big deal. I think I finally got the machine figured out. Moved them a little bit closer together. I'm gonna be a little bit more out this way and ready for a hard set. Solid. Pretty good first working set. We'll get a few more on here and move on to skull crushers. So we're gonna go skull crush now. More of like a throat crush because we're gonna go a little bit deeper stretch. I'm gonna try to get bar to my neck each rep and think elbows up and just really try to control that descend and yeah, get a solid pump in. Last exercise of the day. Just try to think elbows forward, pointing up. Deep stretch to get that. All right, 4 sets of 10, I think. It's pretty solid weight. Going 55s today on the easy bar. I'm not trying to go crazy. I got jiu-jitsu later. Hey guys, here at Fight Factory now. We're gonna go ahead and get into my no-gi class. I've been teaching this no-gi class for a while now, and we're gonna do a bunch of different specific training drills today for my match leading up on Fight Pass. That match should be announced soon, so stay tuned for that. So we'll practice some front headlock rounds tonight, some top turtle, and then probably some 50-50 rounds because I'm running guys through a 50-50 series right now that you can check out on my online school. So go ahead and follow the link in the description to check it out. And yeah, see you guys on the mats. Okay, everybody, we're gonna continue with our 50-50 series. We're gonna go for one of like my favorite attacks from here. If he's still kind of going for that, and I switch my hips so he unlocks his legs, I switch my hips, and then now he's not necessarily driving into me right now. So if we find ourselves here where we can't kind of backstep because he's not reacting, get a scoop grip on the inside of his knee. So I'm gonna reach kind of back behind his leg, and it's actually the outside of his knee here. I'm gonna post. And when I post, I'm gonna start pulling his knee across my body as I shift my weight here. So I slide my knee back behind his leg. And then I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm now in 411. So I got like my inside ashi, and we can start now looking for other leg lock attacks from there. Any questions on this? We're good? All right, go ahead and grab a partner. 1, 2.
I gotta stop sucking, guys.
I hate when he says that. It's like, yeah, stop letting me do that. He's letting you do that.
It is a good point. No. He's right. I'm not letting him.
I'm okay.
I've been being too nice of a guy. One of the most controlling positions, but impossible to score.
Some front headlock rounds now. So same rules apply, but we're starting with chin strap and over tie on the armpit. Chin strap over tie, same rules.
All right, I know better. I know better.
I should try spinning more.
Twister him before he warms up, Andrew.
This is so weird.
Oil check. There's a double oil check here if I've ever seen one.
We can both do it.
Mutual.
Kind of getting out.
I wasn't expecting that. Okay guys, finished the day of training. We'll wake up and do a hard EMOM in the morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and get home, get some rest. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. Make sure to like, subscribe, and check out my online school for more in-depth instructionals, tutorials, and stuff like you just saw in today's video from 50/50. So thank you everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.